Yo, yo, yo.
What's up?
How's it going, man? How you doing?
Pretty good.
Hell
Just
yeah.
fucking woke up, got out of the shower, just now.
Just woke up. What
Yeah.
the fuck, Zane?
No, well, I woke up at damn, I slept at 8, woke up at 1, but that's not enough sleep, so I took a melatonin pill.
So, what's the schedule like? Are you just up all night playing pretty much? Is that the schedule right now?
Not really. We didn't really play much last night. Just stayed up.
All right. That's a vibe. So, how are you feeling with so just got done, easily kind of breezed through the first round of quals and everything. You guys even went up against some decent teams like Legacy and Area 77 and everything. But you guys kind of you guys worked Area 77 though, huh?
Yeah. Wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I feel like
kind of boring.
And I feel like that was probably a game you guys were coming into this could possibly be a tough game, and you guys came in really strong on it.
Yeah, I mean, we figured that would have been the only, half decent team that we were going to go versus the entire time. We knew.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, especially with the sub tank, but he played very well that game.
Yeah, so you got Arvel or G1, but it's Arvel is pretty much sub tank, and then CW is on main role, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there opportunity? They're all on the roster, so let's say Arvel just starts showing up more and more. Is that option always open? Do they know okay, if I don't perform well, Arvel might jump in, or if Arvel doesn't perform well, then CW is going to stay there?
I don't think it's on our minds at the moment, but I mean, it could be possible. Could be.
I mean, that's always good. I feel like that's why teams have subs, right? So that if you always have that backup, right? Or you always have someone that maybe is hungry for it, and maybe they just get better one week.
I mean, mostly the reason why we have him as sub is because right now Chris's cohort schedule right now is pretty bad. Right now he's in, I think, Las Vegas for a week. I don't even know exactly what he's, something with college and school and stuff.
Oh yeah. So how's the?
I think he's just
how's the team feeling? You got the new roster, so it's you, CW, Nicolette, Basic, and I always forget EXP for some reason. Milo.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Pretty good.
Do you feel do you guys feel like your synergy's coming in well? Does it everything feels pretty comfortable? Were you a little worried coming into this? Because I feel like you guys look good in quals and everything, but again, it's just quals. Most of the teams aren't huge threats or anything. But do you feel pretty ready for top 16?
I mean, kind of in some big trouble if we're not.
Yeah,
not really. I'm not too worried about any of that.
Oh yeah, I feel pretty I think no matter what you got, there's certain teams that every year I'm yeah, these guys will make it to top 8. It's normally, for me, it's normally only 1 or 2 slots that are really available that are kind of up in the air. But there's always a few teams where it's there's no way these guys whiff,
Mm-hmm.
It would have to just be some huge mistake, or something.
What Gosu?
Yeah. I was surprised by that, bro. What do you think happened there? I mean, it was just a best of one. You think it was just because a 1-game fluke, or you think they're not as strong as some people are hyping them up to be right now?
No, I don't think they're that great.
It's fair.
Oh, and I heard they replaced Reckless.
Reckless is EXP, right? Yeah,
Reckless. He is.
Or Reckless Reckless was EXP and Bossy's playing EXP, or
no? Reckless, Merciless was XP, wasn't he?
Merciless, all right.
Reckless was playing tank.
Merciless is EXP. Merciless is EXP. They're gonna replace him for the next stage.
Yeah, I'm assuming. Which, I mean, they should probably get in because now this. So I'm not even sure how it works this time. 8 teams have qualified, right?
Yeah. So basically, another 8 teams will qualify. Yeah, another 8 teams will qualify, right, from this next stage, and then all 16 of you guys will do a best of 1 round robin real fast, in a day or whatever. And the top 8 scoring teams Maybe not
There's
a
no
day.
way
I
that's
don't
a
know. It
day.
might be like, well, there might be just like how they do qualifiers. It'll be like 5 or 6 people with tournament lobbies running the games. You know,
I think that's gonna take like 3
maybe
days at least.
2 or 3. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah,
How many games? That's a lot of games.
that's 15.
15
If you go
games.
versus everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So maybe do like 7 one day and 8 the next day or something. 2 rounds. 4 if you got like 4
maybe
lobbies.
have to be a full day too.
I think it does. I mean, I was like okay with the format. I was a little like, oh, that's a lot, you know. But it does kind of stop like stops there from being like, you know, a team just kind of getting in off the like like just kind of lucky, you know. It kind of stops like it gives if Gosu really does have what it takes in them and that was just like a random one-off, then they should be able to get in still, right?
They're looking pretty bad right now, though. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. I mean, the thing is, eight teams now. They don't have to go over us, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
They
there's
already
no
top
way
eight.
if they don't get in, if they don't make it through top 8 this time, there's a huge problem.
That'd be disturbing.
I was looking at
That
the
would be
bracket and I
disturbing.
was like, yo, who's even in this? Like, there's no way they don't make it. Yeah, at that point, I think you just quit, bro. I think it's just over. So a couple things I want to ask. So like, you got the new coach or you have Coach Midnight on. How is that going? Because you've never, like, I remember Outplay did the coach thing in MSC, which I wasn't crazy about. Coach Dale, I thought it was like very last minute and probably shouldn't have happened. But you guys got Midnight helping out and everything. How's that going? Do you feel like it's like beneficial to the team? Do you feel like it feels good? Are you guys kind of like, does it take a little bit to build trust? And you know, where are you at with that right now?
Yeah, I would say it took a little bit because at first I didn't want Midnight. I didn't really even like the way he was doing a little bit of things, and like I just told him about some of like the disagreements that I had.
Yeah,
and like now, I think it just took time because I actually do enjoy having Midnight around right now. I think he's smart.
good. And I think that's.
But at first, that definitely wasn't the case. Yeah, so it does take time.
Yeah, you just kind of got to get through that, and like I think just like any team member, right? Like you got to build trust and kind of get past some of those some of that weirdness, especially like a coach, because this is someone. It's like, am I really gonna have this guy telling me like what I'm doing wrong here and there? Can I trust this person in draft? Like, can I trust this person to like, you know? I think, and it's a lot. You're risking a lot by trusting someone with that kind of stuff, you know. But I think it's good. I think it's a good thing. And also, not only Midnight, we also have Nicolette on the team, which personally I'm kind of hype about because I've always put Nicolette on a pretty good pedestal. I remember actually like I remember me and you have talked before in the past, like in person. I'm like, what about Nicolette? And you've always kind of been like on the fence about it. So what was like the final go? Like, was it a team decision? Was it a one-person decision? What was the final say-so on that?
Chris, Cold and Basic kept complaining about Demon a lot. For the most part, like they had no synergy, Cold and Demon. So,
okay. Is there better synergy?
And we tried
Cold
Apple,
and
she really didn't do bad. But it's not necessarily that I'm worried about her skill. It's just I don't know how she's going to play on stage at all.
Yeah, I think that's like been the question on a lot of our minds. It's like because Demon has had the one-time stage experience now. But you got to get to the stage, right? So, I mean...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, at least Demon's been on the stage. And yeah, I mean, I guess we have to get there. But...
All right.
I'm not really worried about getting there, to be honest. I mean, of course, like, trying our best to get there, but at the end of the day, I don't think it'll be too much of an issue.
Okay. So you feel pretty good about it?
Yeah.
What teams do you think are going to be like... some of the hardest games, like GG probably, obviously, but who else?
T, Kush, and Yato's team is pretty good.
Yeah, the Devious Activity team. It's a cool name.
Them and A77. Those 3 teams are strong. The A77 probably being the weakest.
Okay. Do you think this is going to be like since there are some of these teams, do you think this time, so like last season, TOB was like, you know, during season, during brackets and everything, they were very, very ahead. They were practically undefeated. Do you think this is going to be like one of the first NACTs where games are a bit closer, where we're going to see some more back and forth between a lot of teams?
Yeah, actually, I think it could be.
I feel like that's where I feel like for the first time because even before TLB came around, when it was you got BTK or it was the Valley or this or that, like it always felt like it was just a one-sided season. And for the first time, for some reason, I feel like coming into this season, it's going to be like there's going to be some back and forth, some tug and pull here and there between a lot of teams.
Mm-hmm. Things could be a little bit different this time. I agree.
Hell yeah, I like it. So, $3 million prize pool though.
Yeah,
it's crazy, huh?
It is.
Any thoughts on it? Like, so when you first heard that, what was like initial reaction? Was it like, holy shit? Was it like, because I know you were even kind of on the bench.
Kind of ruined my plans because me and Kid Bomba were thinking about going to Indo together.
Okay.
But then as soon as that came out, the team that we were going to join probably wasn't going to make it to top 2 to qualify for MSC.
Yeah.
So me and Bomba were like, might as well just stay in your home region and qualify that way,
Fair. And I feel like also I was talking to like Wolf about this and a couple other PH people about it. They were like, a lot of teams, once they heard about the 3 mil, they were like, nope, we're not going to, because this is normally the time of year when you make a couple roster changes. You kind of prepare yourself for, you have a season to kind of like, if you make mistakes, it's okay because it's not M World, it's not M Series yet. If you don't make it to MSC, it's not the biggest deal. The goal is to kind of like get yourself ready for fall season to go to M Series. But now that the prize pool is 3 mil, everyone's like locking down on their roster, not changing anything. Just like, all right, we're right back into boot camp, we're right back into practicing, and boom, boom, boom. So like, I'm sure that also had a big thing of like a lot of teams just didn't want a roster change too.
Yeah, especially in Asia, where $3 million is like
huge.
Yeah, exactly.
I think even the Games of Future thing for $1 million and stuff, like everything's going up.
Yep. It makes me wonder what the fuck they're gonna do for future tournaments.
Yeah, the prize pool? Is MC like what are they gonna do for freaking M Series? Like I was wondering this, and I've been asking a couple people this: if M Series, like if M6 doesn't make a prize pool bigger than 3 million. Do you think that MSC is like the new crown jewel? Because like in the past, MSC was always just kind of like, it's just MSC. Nobody really cares. Like whatever. We'll see you at M5 or we'll see you at M6 or whatever. But now that MSC is gonna have a bigger prize pool, if M Series doesn't match it, do you think like MSC is gonna be the new like this is what really matters? This is where we choose our best.
I mean, it makes me. It's called the Mid-Season Cup, so I would assume that it's not going to be the highest prize pool, but I don't know. I don't know if they would increase it even more than $3 million.
Yeah, I don't know. At least match it, but even that's huge. My guess is that Saudi, listen, we want MSC to be hosted here. We're gonna put this much up for the prize pool to guarantee. It's just like if you want like the Super Bowl in your state or whatever, like countries bid for that, or like Olympics or the freaking FIFA World Cup and stuff. So like with Malaysia having M6, I guess it's still Moonton, but it's just like I don't know. It's crazy.
But the thing is also, I heard it was like 2 tournaments combined.
MSC?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you mean like just what do you mean? Like they took another tournament?
Yeah, there was supposed to be 2 tournaments, but I think they just merged them into what is now MSC.
Okay.
Maybe. I forget what both of it was MSC and another tournament.
There's like WCG. I remember that last year.
I think it was like I completely forgot the name of the tournament that it merged with. But yeah, it was supposed to be 2 tournaments around like M5. That was the plan. And then it turned into just 1.
Okay. I feel like it's going to be big. It's going to be like a whole 8-week festival, the whole Esports World Cup thing there in Saudi. I was looking up a bunch of stuff about the
8-week festival.
Yeah, it's like an 8-week. So it's called the Esports World Cup. And it's going to be 8 weeks. There's like going to be MSC there. There's going to be Dota there. There's going to be Tekken there. There's going to be FIFA there. There's going to be like a bunch of different genres there. And like CSGO, like just all types of stuff. And that's why a lot of orgs are like that's how the whole GG thing came up. Because because they also have like an overall competition that whatever org has the best scores among multiple genres gets like a a grand prize, you know, like the big gets to be called the greatest org in the world, like the greatest sports club in the world, because they have multiple games that they're competing in. So it was pretty cool. It's an interesting idea, and I think it brings orgs into more genres, right?
Yeah.
So back on to a couple questions from a couple people. Couple like fans, couple people asked. We threw out some stuff. These are more. Well, this one's kind of a more generic one. But if you could be a jungle on any other team in the world, what team would you join? If you could kick out their jungler and just be the jungler for them. And for me, it's like, who do you think more you fit with? Because like anyone might say like, oh, AP Bren, they're the best. But like, do you really think you'd fit with them, or you know, what team would you want a jungle for?
That's hard to say. It's hard. I mean, it's difficult to even say that because I haven't played versus a lot of these teams lately. I've just been, watching them. To watch and to play, is two completely different things.
Well,
who on paper, who I'm watching, that I think I might fit in. Maybe I wouldn't when I actually play with them. I would like to play with Bamba though.
Bamba?
I think it'd be nice.
Kid Bamba?
Seriously. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys grew a little bond over in Philippines and everything. You guys hung out a bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bamba's cool people. He was entertaining, man. He was fun to watch, and like in game too.
Yeah,
like,
It
was a cool story during a lot of that. Watching their run, it was like reminiscent to BTK M3 run. Like underdog team coming in and just grinding all the way up. I think did they get to top 3? Was it third place or four, 5? All right, so 4, 5 or fourth place. Still, that's a fucking hell of a run. Especially because they were out for it. CIS was in like EECA in Europe and stuff was out for M5 or M4. M4 they were out. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that you say that, wow, took a year off and then did pretty good the next year.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't even think about like how we missed him too.
Yeah, you're right. We did miss him too. And then came in stomping. So. Hell yeah. So. There was on the roster, on y'all's roster, Victor, BTK Vic was on it. Is he officially like on the roster right now?
He is, yeah. He is.
Is there opportunity for him to ever play on the team if he was to just get good, get better? Like, is that a possibility in the future?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope that he can. Thing is, it's very hard to compete with Milo because Milo's been here playing for, a super long time.
So,
and even
he would have to be better than Milo, pretty much. That's the goal, right? Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Oh yeah. If you guys win, go to MSC. Does he tag along though? Is he like part of the roster?
Yeah, he'll probably be there in Las Vegas too if we go to the grand finals.
Or you say the grand finals are going to be in Las Vegas?
Oh fuck! I'm not supposed to say that.
I don't know. I mean, it might not. Who knows?
Might not be.
Might not be, bro. Might not be. Could be in LA again. Could be in New York. Who knows?
Yeah, New York for sure.
Florida. Come down to Florida, man. Hot as fuck.
Florida wouldn't be bad. That'd be nice.
Hell yeah. I live down. It would be nice because the weather's always nice.
Wait, you live there?
I live in Florida, yeah. That's where I'm at.
How's the housing prices? They got up,
retarded, right? Bro. I'm ready to.
Yeah, well, because everybody was flocking over to Florida. Yeah. You guys had like pretty cheap prices a few years back, right?
Yeah, depending on where you go, yeah. And there's still like some places you can move that the prices aren't horrible. But like where I'm at, we were trying to buy a house, and it's just we're waiting like a year or two, just because the market's so rough right now. We might go to like the Carolinas or Tennessee or some shit like that. I don't know. That's where everyone says it's cheap right now. Because you can get like literally buy like Carolina. A fucking huge house for like 200, 300 grand, To whereas here, if you spend 200 to 300 grand, you're getting like a fucking 1-bedroom shithole. Like it's rough.
So it is.
Yeah, it's tough. It's got to be the same up in New York, right?
Yeah, it's even worse. You get a shed for $500,000.
Exactly.
Shared ownership of a fucking shed in someone's backyard.
Yeah, shared ownership. You got to split it with somebody. It's a duplex shed, bro. It's a duplex shed. Holy shit. That's
I've been
rough.
getting into crypto lately.
Oh God, don't get too crazy, bro.
I've gone pretty crazy with it.
You winning? You losing?
Right now, I'm up like 10%. Well, I was. It's went down since the morning, but I'm up around 10%.
You got diamond hands? Do you just let it sit? Or do you go back and forth?
I'm letting it sit there.
That's good. Let it sit. Do you buy Bitcoin? Do you buy like big stuff like Bit and Ethereum and stuff, or are you doing like penny coins?
No, like 50% of what I have is in Bitcoin, and like 20% is in Ethereum, and then the other 30% is in like all other coins.
All right, that's fair.
Not really small coins. I don't fuck with like the small,
like
super
Doge,
small ones.
Like doing some Dogecoin, bro.
I mean, I have some, but that one's big now. Like that one's not really small.
Yeah. Like you need to find one that's like 0.000025
basically
shit, and then just hope it gets to a penny, bro. And then all you gotta do is hope it gets to a penny.
Basically.
So there was like, so I remember I saw clips and stuff of you talking about possible sponsors and stuff. Is there still possibility for that, or is that just like a no at this point?
I actually have to talk with the guy tonight.
Oh, nice.
But probably not.
Probably not.
No.
Just like couldn't come to an overall agreement?
Not really that. It's just apparently the guy that I was talking to was not part of the actual org. He was just gonna pitch. He was gonna pitch the idea to the org, but I really thought he was part of the organization. Which is why I'm kind of glad that like I didn't say it was gonna happen for sure.
Yeah.
Because I figured some fucking nonsense like this would kind of happen.
Yeah. You normally do pretty good about stuff like that, like not really like blowing the, keeping things sealed up. You're pretty, even like whenever you've like in the past when like you've been talking about being in talks with teams or this or that, you never really like leak info. I would say you're always pretty good.
I do after it's like over.
Yeah.
Basically, I'll never say it like up front.
That's fair.
In the middle of talking to them.
Probably because you said you got scrim at 9, right? So we'll probably start to wrap this up. Someone asked a question that I did read that was pretty good. It says, well, confidence, or many will say overconfidence, is a big trait of yours, which has, of course, also led you to get great achievements, because confidence and ego is important in the pro scene. Do you perhaps think that your mentality over the years has changed slightly, or should change slightly? Like, do you think like how do you think you've changed as a player? Because I know like early on you're young, you got a chip on your shoulder. Everybody can get it. You just want to be the best. Like where's your head right now with esports? Like, are you a bit more cool headed? How much do you think you've grown over the past 3 years now you've been doing this? At least in Mobile Legends.
Longer.
Yeah, at least in Mobile Legends it's been like 3 years, and then other stuff before that.
I think I've changed a lot, to be honest. I mean, yeah, when I first started, I used to be kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think you've had a good glow up, man. I think you've had a good, even like from like just like mentality. I saw some video the other day that someone posted, and it was like your first like Mobile Legends video.
I didn't want to click on it. I didn't want to click on it, but I saw it.
I was like, yo, MOBAZANE. I was like, you got a little bit of like the nerdy voice in there. You don't got your camera on.
I saw that. I didn't want to click on it.
Does seeing old stuff like that make you cringe, or like does it like?
I just don't like seeing it.
That's fair though, man. If I see like old casting stuff of mine or like old shit, I'm like, bro, what the fuck was wrong with me? Why did I sound like that?
But I think a major reason why I've changed so much is because not everyone can do it. can do this as a career as I do it,
Yeah.
So my expectations of people, you could say, I've probably dropped a lot, and I've gotten a lot more relaxed with the people I work with.
I think that's fair though, like, because I think that's kind of just like life lessons in general. Like even for me, for my full-time job, I'm very good in the restaurant industry. I've done it for a long time, and there's like people, it's like they just don't work as hard as I do, right? And I have to just be okay with that.
Basically. Well, I mean, if everybody was making, like if everybody had a YouTube, everyone was making like, if it was everybody's job, I'd be going crazy on them, But at the end of the day, excuses. It's not. Yeah, exactly.
That's fair.
Exactly.
That's fair. So you feel good. biggest threats, you already said it. GG, Area 77, and Yato and T's team. The team feels good. Would you? I asked this to Midnight. I was talking to Midnight the other night about some of this stuff. And do you feel like when the game comes on, do you guys like joke a lot? Are you guys serious? Like, do you guys have fun? How is it when you guys are scrimming? Like, what's the vibe of the team right now? Like, because I know some teams are very like they just fuck off when they're in game and they're making crazy noises and this and that. Like, what's your guys' main? Like, what's the vibe?
I would say it's definitely more serious, but lately we're kind of softening up to each other, I guess you could say.
Good. Hell yeah.
So it's getting there.
And everyone talks well? Like, no, you don't, like, who's the silent? Is anyone like a silent one? Is there anyone you guys have to like coax to get talking?
Everyone talks. Everyone talks a decent amount. Sometimes people talk too much.
Hell yeah. That's fair.
If anything.
Yeah, I think Midnight was saying you guys, they were working on like cleaning up comms, like just to make it a bit more clear, so there wasn't as much.
Yeah,
like
because it was at the point
on.
where everybody. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, too many people are saying too many different things, so it's like gets crazy.
Hell yeah.
Overall, though, yeah, we've improved a lot over the past 2-3 weeks. Because 2-3 weeks ago, it was looking disgusting. It was looking horrible.
Yeah, you think,
a lot of things have been
do you think you
improved.
guys will grow like a lot more? Like, do you guys think you're just like because so far in the past 2 weeks, past month or whatever, you guys have grown a lot. Do you guys think there's still a lot more to that ceiling to go? Like, you think you got?
Oh yeah,
like,
for sure.
You think there's a bunch more room?
100%.
Hell yeah.
100%.
Do you think this is so? You've now played essentially. If you went to MSC this year, you'd have 3 different teams that you played on world stage with, right? You would have M3 BTK, you'd have the Valley and M4, and now you have your team now, and then you also have like the Yato team and everything. Is this one of your favorite teams so far?
Wow. Each team that I'm currently on is my favorite team.
Okay, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. I was expecting you to just be like, nah, M3 was the best, but I like that, like, stay in the present.
I mean, it was, yeah. In terms of performance, yeah, there was, but we were all like crazy about M3.
Yeah.
I don't think North America might not see that again, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That level of determination everyone had.
Yeah, because you guys were just like 5 dudes, man, and like you fucking made it. You were achieving the dream, right? Like, I don't think anyone expected it to be like that, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Nobody did. But I think we knew what we were capable of doing.
Hell yeah. I like it, man. Well, I don't want to hold you too long. I know you got like 10 minutes till your scrim, so, get yourself some coffee or whatever. I really do appreciate you jumping on here. Means a lot.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll see you in hopefully I'll see you in New York or Vegas or LA or something. Wherever it ends up, bro. All right, have a good one, man.
All right, take care.
You too. All right, guys.